It's 2 time signatures. This is your chance. Hit me! Hit me! Hey everyone, my name is Christoph Jakob. I'm a music composer for video games. I have more or less finished the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom now, but there are still a handful of tunes that I'd like to make a video on. I will of course also break down some of the side order music in Splatoon 3 once it drops. Today, let's check out the theme of Queen Gibdo in the Gerudo Desert. Let's go. Oh, I'm instantly noticing that this is an odd time signature. It's 2 time signatures. What an epic tune already, wouldn't you say so? Queen Gibdo's battle theme is a perfect example for the creative use of odd time signatures. We have not talked about this topic on this channel for quite a while. So just in case you forgot what that is, a time signature is a convention in music notation that specifies how many beats are contained in each bar. Most music out there is written in a 4/4 time signature. So you basically have 4 quarter notes per bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The probably second most common meter is 6/8. So you have 6/8 notes per bar. You hear that whenever you hear a waltz, for example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you've watched my video on the Shrine battle theme, then you should know just how much Zelda composers like to use odd time signatures. Now, what meter is Queen Gibdo's theme even written in? And how do you figure that out? The tune actually constantly alternates between 2 different odd time signatures, 5/8 and 7/8, leading to a rhythm that's not at all easy to follow. This can actually make you feel uncomfortable in a way, and I think that's exactly what this tune is trying to achieve. Sound epic and grand, you're fighting a giant queen after all, while at the same time feeling outlandish and awkward in a way. Let's try counting the meters. I recommend focusing specifically on the strings. Oh, I'm instantly noticing that this is an odd time signature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Sounds like 5/8 followed by 7/8, if I'm not mistaken. Also, I love this lead instrument. You can hear that this plays in the desert, right? Man, this sounds so serious and epic. Ooh! As you may know, this boss fight takes place in the desert. And as you can expect from Nintendo composers, they tend to lean quite heavily into some stereotypical elements that we all associate with desert. The choice of instruments is one of the clear indicators for our Western ears that we are in fact in a desert now. You can hear a string section, you can also hear what sounds like a sitar in the background. I actually don't know what the instrument is called that's playing the main melody. I don't think that's a sitar, or maybe that's something that's very similar to a sitar and I simply don't know its name. If you know what that instrument is, please let me know in the comments below. We can also very subtly hear what sounds like a marimba and a xylophone. 2 instruments that are often used in a serious context like this to more or less symbolize or represent skeletons. Given the circumstances of this boss fight, I'd say that's a pretty clever choice. Another element that many of us will instantly associate with desert is what's happening in the melody and the harmony. The so-called flat 2 seems to be very prevalent in this tune. I gotta say that I personally also really like the timpani. If you want to follow along to odd time signatures, I usually recommend paying attention to the drums or the percussion, you know, like the timpani. But in this specific case, at least in my opinion, the timpani doesn't really seem to help much in figuring out the meter. Apart from these odd meters, Queen Gibdo's battle theme is actually surprisingly straightforward, I'd say. I especially love how it's essentially just one motif that's building up and more and more and that's getting more and more epic. Also reminds me a lot of Super Mario Galaxy personally. One of my favorite soundtracks of all time. Ooh! It's not that easy to follow along to though. I think the time signatures haven't changed though. Oh, okay. Now they are changing things up. Man. Oh, it's about to explode. Notice how the moment the string section stopped playing the main motif, it suddenly became much harder following along to the odd time signature. You can really feel how it's building up more and more tension. One of the easiest ways to build up some tension in a piece of music is establishing a motif and then basically just repeating it, but higher. And that's exactly what's happening here. Oh, it's about to explode. Man, what an epic tune. I'd say this part was definitely the climax of this tune, even though it was so super short. But then again, let's be real, you could pretty much call this entire boss theme its own climax.
The only instrument that could have made this entire part more tense.
Oh, let me guess, it's adding a kazoo bone to the music.
Actually, no, what a stupid thing to say. I was of course talking about a thunder drum.
I gotta say that I actually really like that the most tense part is so short. Gives it a little more significance, if that makes sense. Listen to that part again. At least in my opinion, this sounds as if something really bad is about to happen. Oh, it's about to explode. Man, what an epic tune. Oh. Phase 2, I assume? The timpani is way more active now. This melody feels familiar somehow. I'm not sure if the time signature has changed or not. I think it hasn't. I love the use of the xylophone in the background too. It's very subtle, but very nice. Very awesome tune. If I'm not mistaken, this version of the boss theme plays whenever Queen Gibdo is vulnerable to normal attacks. Even though I don't really know it, the melody that's coming in here feels kind of familiar. Is that some sort of leitmotif in the Zelda series maybe? I definitely feel like I've heard that before, but I can't quite pinpoint where. Maybe you have an idea, Amber. We definitely also stay in an odd time signature though. The one instrument that has quite significantly picked up on intensity is the timpani. It screams as if it's about to say, "This is your chance, this is your chance, hit me, hit me!" Colgara's theme seems to be the clear fan favorite among all these boss themes. But man, does this tune go hard. Thanks for watching. If you're wondering what my weak spot is, it's the subscribe button. Oh gosh. Oh. If you liked this one, here are some more videos on the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Thanks again, and I'll see you all next time.